Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Jags are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Seahawks defense that needs to be ready for it. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them. And
now a former Seminole, this is Chris Thompson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on. He's got a little
play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Thompson. And some room to run now. 10 more there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of all lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon after the run. Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick six.
Turned it for a touchdown as you just described, but instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35.
He can make his own way.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Wilson now to throw on third down. Rolling to his left. And he finds Jimmy Graham. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to kick out of and back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession. No turnover.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Defense there. That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And all about timing there on that short. Now for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go.
He'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 6-0 is our score. More from Jacksonville after this. Pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here. Bortles to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And out now. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. They give him 14 yards that time.
When you're losing,
playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you. Off he goes.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go.
To the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So they're going to go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He spins free. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 12-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Hey, got his right. Watch that in. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports
Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on. Defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bennett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation,
Here's
that didn't
Brad
happen.
Nordman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Seahawks work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can be taken away with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get
following the run.
Left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He goes for 18 there. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First man through, this is the fullback Reese. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught outright by Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1.
Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th-and-1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give to Fournette. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles going to throw. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They had a great drive going last time.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, moving the football, it's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once.
So it's
That's all right.
football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that yardage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He finds his man. Baldwin is good enough for a Seattle first. Oh, Wilson going to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and
now
gain
first
all
down
that.
Following that long gain. Wilson will throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
Get it. The effort's always going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Just a no advantage point.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a good. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards. Some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Bortles now on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Caught, right side, it's Lewis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. One final try now for Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chance.